We got a couple of, item 3 is some retirement presentations this morning, and is Francisco, is he here?
Yes.
He's not here today? Okay, so we do want to recognize Francisco Gonzales, operator. Commissioner, would you like to say a few words?
Francisco's a good guy, but he had to leave, had a death in the family. A relative in Mexico that he had to go and be part of that funeral process, so he couldn't be here today. So we're sad to see him go.
Excellent. And our other recognition for retirement is Dennis Douglas Moore. Dennis, if you'll come on up, please. Dennis is, well, I'm actually not sure if we have a head bailiff, but he does everything in this building as one of our bailiffs. And Dennis has been with the county for 7 years, and he does a fantastic job. I would call Dennis the consummate professional, dependable, every single thing that you would want in a person that's here looking over, protecting our courts. I don't know, I've never had anything where Dennis wasn't waiting at the door where he's supposed to be anytime, and he's just a great individual, and I know that, not just speaking for myself, he spends most of his time with the judges upstairs, with Judge Cashin and with Judge Kindred, and I know that they would stand here and say exactly the same thing, how appreciative they are of you, and how you dedicated yourself to being the best bailiff that there could be. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate
Yes,
you
sir.
so much. You're welcome to give a speech.
Oh,
Well, under 20 minutes is fine.
how about two? So, thanks first and foremost to the sheriff and chief over here for having given me the opportunity to come serve the citizens of Medina County for the past 7 years. I was a long-time public servant in Bexar County, as well as quite a while as a U.S. Army soldier for a long time. So I like to tell people, and it's not to boast, but I just tell people, I've been wearing one of these and one of these since July of 1981. I'll let you do the math. So it's time for me to go. And this last assignment that I've had here serving the citizens of Medina County has been most pleasurable. And I appreciated every minute of being out here with you all, and thank you for affording me the opportunity to work and serve for you all. So thank you.
Thank you. See what I mean? Even not even prepared for a speech, and he's a pro at doing that. Thank you. All right, next we have agenda item 4 is a presentation from Sharayah Gonzales, Executive Director with Medina Senior Center Meals on Wheels program for Medina County. Sharayah, come on up.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Commissioners, for giving me this opportunity to speak on behalf of the seniors of our community. And I just want to thank you for your continued support. I know that doesn't go lightly, but that goes a long way. The $50,000 y'all provide us every year, so thank y'all. Here, like I said, on behalf of Meals on Wheels, I've been there since 2022. And today I just come to you because right now we're in, just as an urgent plea, we're in need right now, and we're looking to prevent the shutdown of our program for over 300 seniors that we serve in Medina County. So we're looking at maybe mid-July to end of July that we could potentially shut down if we do not receive any additional funds. And so that's why I'm here. And that's largely due to the, last year we received funding cuts due to the Older Americans Act. So from ACOG of over $112,000 to our annual budget, and that was effective October 2024. And so, it's near and dear to my heart, and I feel like I have an honor to represent all the seniors in our community. And I mean, we just had Father's Day, right? Just think of the fathers out there, the mothers out there who have built this community, and you know, and they're the ones who are in need right now. So I just want you to keep that in mind, and just thank you for what you've already done so far. And so just to give you a little perspective, since before the pandemic, food costs have increased by over 260%. So right now we're looking at food costing over $400,000 to fill the need that we have in our community. And so, and like I said, with the funding cuts of $112,000 we have, and then the increase in food costs, we have about a $250,000 shortfall at the very least, and that doesn't include any additional increases to food. So unfortunately, at the end of March this year, we had to take off 60 seniors off of our routes. And so we're still seeing them, but they're not able to receive the meals, and we've received canned donations and doing what we can with the partnership with Medina County, the food pantry, and just the local donors from Divine. And so we've been checking in on them weekly, but it still isn't enough. That has dwindled down, and we've ran out of shelf-stable items. So, and currently right now we also have 45 seniors on our wait list right now. And so in addition to 60 to the 45, and our need is constantly growing. And just, so what I'm coming to you today is, you know, respectfully requesting, I was also hired to clean up the books as well. So I went back into 2016 to basically clean up the books and see, okay, what do we have? And so what I came across was that there was about 50,000 that was approved. So we received funds from y'all in support with TDA, the Texas Feeding Texans grant. And so I had noticed that about the 2018 disbursement was never received. And so what I'm asking for y'all is, you know, in addition to your continued support, is just much needed now, but the 50,000 that was already approved, to see if that would be okay to receive that. And then I've got documentation I can give to y'all as well. Because I wouldn't be asking this if we didn't need the support right now. And I'm just asking, if not for that, then just anything that you could provide would be greatly appreciated. And if there's any questions that y'all have right now, I mean, some of the statistics, like I said, we've served over 300 seniors every year. We've got, you know, great volunteers. You know, we've got over 35 volunteers. Over 20,000 miles are driven around this county. And so, you know, and then probably just to give you a little insight, 56,000 meals is what's provided every year. And then we're on track to, if we were to serve everyone, is about 67,000 this year, if we're able to get everyone on the wait list who's, you know, they're hungry, homebound. Like, sometimes we're the only people that they see. And so, and just in closing, I just really want to thank y'all for y'all's continued support. I don't know, it's just an honor to serve them. And I was able to meet with a senior. He's 105 years old. He's our oldest senior. And so he's just so grateful for the meals. I asked him, well, what do you like? And he's in Spanish, so I had a translator. And so he's speaking to me. He's like, well, they make sure that I don't overeat because they're portion control, dietitian approved. And so he's just, no, I'm just really thankful for y'all. I don't know where my next meals would come from. So just thank you for the impact that y'all make on our community. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I know they really appreciate y'all. So thank y'all so much. I don't know if y'all have any questions.
Okay, any questions for sure?
Yeah.
For you?
About how much per meal does it cost?
per meal. All-in cost is $8 a meal currently right now. And so you do that times about the $67,000 anticipated, it's probably about $400,000 need. But yeah, everything keeps growing, but I can provide a little bit more of that, but yeah.
So just a couple of things. So Sharayah, I've talked quite a bit over some time now, and going back to what she's talked about in 2017, we've been giving, the county's been giving $50,000 for quite a few years to the organization. And in 2017, it was approved, and then they never submitted their request letter and never got funds. So I explained to Sharayah that how our budgets work and that, there's no going back any different than if somebody realized the sheriff didn't buy a car 5 years ago and needs a car today. I mean, it's current budget, so I kind of went over all of that with her and explained it. Also, I did ask, and I think she's going to provide to me some more information as far as, y'all would say today about end of July possibly, so, what that funding stream will call, where it's coming from, what impact would we make to it? I mean, if we make it, if we do something, is it still going to close, or is there some more funding we're just getting the building a bridge to another funding stream that's already approved? I know that you talked about y'all applied for quite a few grants. Have any of those come through?
So most of them pay out probably November, September, because the beginning of the grant year.
You're talking about to even have the approvals on them.
So as far as, Baptist Health Foundation, we were in the running for $138,000, and now they increased it just because everyone is in the same situation where funding is crucial right now, and so they're making sure. So that decreased to $35,000. I've applied to James Avery, having a funding campaign. We're also looking to have an event in July, just to see if we can, help get us along until we get those major grant funding. But even at that, I think anything will help. You're talking about if it's, $50,000, how many meals that'll provide. Even whether it's to bridge the gap, but in the meantime of, if we close or if we don't close, I think it's still going to make an impact. Whatever y'all provide is going to make an impact on the seniors. And, even if we do shut down, I feel like this community is going to come together. Even if we have to make the meals ourselves, we're not gonna let these seniors go hungry, but just.
What was the weekly food cost? What did you say?
Oh, the weekly amount, we've been having to provide Meals on Wheels San Antonio $7,500 a week. So, 7,500. So.
Any other questions? No? Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so
I appreciate
much.
it. Yes, thank you.
All right, item number 5, discuss and take possible action to approve the June 2nd, 2025 Commissioner Report meeting minutes.
I make a motion to approve the June 2nd, 2025 Commissioners Report meeting minutes.
Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Castiglione, second by Commissioner Waller to approve the June 2nd, 2025 Commissioner Report meeting minutes. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 6, discuss and take possible action to approve personnel action forms.
Morning, Judge and Commissioners. I have about 12 PAFs, so we'll go ahead and get started. First one is employee name Ruby Guyton, under Department Head Gina Champion, and it is increased within approved slot. Second PAF is for employee named Johnny Pena, under Department Head Nathaniel Ramos, which is me, and that is increased within approved slot. Next PF, we have employee Alicia Gauna, under Department Head Ruby Galson, and that is an increase with an approved slot. Next, we have Jennifer Konecny, under Department Head Ruby Gossin. That is also an increase within an approved slot. Next, we have Rachel Ramirez, under Department Head Ruby Gossin, and that is increased within approved slot. Next, we have employee William Lay, under Department Head Mark Chadwick, and that is an increase with an approved slot. Next is Alyssa Rivas, under Department Head Randy Brown, and that is a new hire. Next employee we have is Gloria Valle, under Department Head Randy Brown, and that is also a new hire. Next we have Juan Weezer, under Department Head David Lynch, and that is an increase with an approved slot. Next we have Quentin Wilkins, under Department Head David Lynch, and that one is a new hire. Next we have Marcus Young, under Department Head David Lynch, and that is an increase with an approved slot. And last but not least, we have Barack Kumar Bhakta, under Department Head Carly Kendall, and that is a resignation.
I move that we approve the personnel action.
Second. I have a motion by Commissioner Lynch, second by Commissioner Waller to approve the personnel action forms. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 7, discuss and take possible action to approve official bonds and oaths for the following in the Auditor's Office. Bianca Rudy Galcine, County Auditor, Jennifer Konecny, Assistant County Auditor, and Sarah Sotoff, Assistant County Auditor. We all have those in your packet.
I'll move that we approve the official bonds and oaths for those 3 employees.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Lynch, second by Commissioner Castellini to approve the official bonds and oaths for Bianca Galcine, Jennifer Konecny, and Sarah Sotoff, all in the Auditor's Office. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 8, the County Auditor's Monthly Report.
Good morning. This County Auditor's Monthly Report is for June 2025. And starting on page 2, our current cash balance is at $30.78 million. This amount does not exclude any funds. We have reported tax revenue for April 2025 and we're waiting to receive May. And moving on to page 3, this will show a breakdown of cash at the fund level. All funds are positive with the exception of some grants awaiting reimbursement. This includes the 131 fund for the PDO, which is showing a negative $239,480. Quarter 2 2025 reimbursement from TIDC has been received, and the May County contributions have been billed, and we're waiting to receive payment from counties. Page 4 has no changes with our current debt. Our next payments will be the interest for CO 2019 and TAN 2020 in August of this year. And that concludes our report. Let me know if you have any questions.
Just a comment from the court. I know we talked, or I keep kind of reporting on the PDO. We did have a meeting last week, and we are submitting for it would be $400,000. So basically, in the people's budgets to put additional cash in, so we're not carrying that. It was $397,000 like average over the last 12 months that we're kind of waiting on. So that's the plan, to infuse that cash through the budget process, so keep us flush all the time. Any other questions for Jennifer? All right, item 9, discuss and take possible action to approve the line item transfers.
So we have two line item transfers. One is for JP1, and this is to move funds from, they're moving funds out of telephone services and into interpreters. There is a negative in their budget right now of $450, so they're covering that, and also moving in the remainder to employee incentives as well. The second one is for Lumber Building and Grounds, moving funds out of miscellaneous into employee incentives.
And on either one of those, that the moving to employee incentive, that does not go over the cap, right?
Correct. $100 per employee.
I think our, for mine was actually for Christmas party still. It's from that.
Make a motion to approve the line item transfers.
Second. I have a motion by Commissioner Castelloni, second by Commissioner Waller to approve the line item transfers. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 10, discuss and take possible action to approve accounts payable.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Accounts payable is $850,964.09. All invoices over $10,000 are on the cover page. Also, there are two wires totaling $3,148.05.
I'll make a motion to approve accounts payable with the exception of the 097 fund on page 12.
Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Waller, seconded by Commissioner Castelloni to approve the accounts payable with the exception of the 97 fund on page 12. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 11 is discuss and take possible action to approve disbursement of funds since the last Commissioners' Court meeting.
All right, for fuel, utilities, and dental claims since the last Commissioners Court, we paid $68,814.47.
I'll move that we approve the disbursement of funds since the last court meeting.
Have a motion by Commissioner Lynch, second by Commissioner Waller to approve the disbursement of funds since last Commissioners' Court meeting. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 12, discuss and take possible action to accept a donation pursuant to Texas Local Government Code 81.032 to Medina County Animal Control for Kurt Anderson in the amount of $250.
I'll move we accept that donation to the County Animal Control.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to accept the $250 donation for animal control. Motion was by Commissioner Lynch, second by Commissioner Castelloni. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 13, discuss and take possible action to approve the proposal from Texas Association of Counties for renewal of property and mobile equipment insurance.
Okay, so I reached out to Mr. Gray and we communicated via email. And he came to the conclusion that this year was pretty simple and that I could pretty much probably tell y'all what the sheets and stuff were saying. So he completed the review. Exhibit A provides the county annual property insurance loss ratios for 7/1/24-25 and 4 prior years. So Medina County's current loss ratio is 202%, with 70% being favorable. So we really want to, keep that down, but that is also from the tornado in 2021. So until that comes off the books, we will have a higher, as you can see on this one, it is coming down, but we're still carrying that one. So our ratio is pretty high right now. And then Exhibit B compares the premiums to the renewal period for 25-26 with an increase of $27,263. Which is 13%. 2.9% of this increase is due to the replacement cost on the buildings, contents improvements, and mobile equipment from $113.7 million to $117.2 million. The premium rate increase of 9.74% makes up $21,263,000 of the $27,263. That 9.7 rate increase compares to the current marketplace. The rest of the increase is like we said, in that insured value. He also did not he also says that TAC did not impose any changes in the coverage terms for the policy. So our coverage basically didn't change, which is a lot of what he looks at to make sure that if they're changing anything on their end for what we're getting in our policy. So that stayed the same. So with his recommendation, Medina County still believes that TAC is the overall best for term coverage, pricing, and service. And so we can renew on 7/1/2025. Do you have any questions?
Did the increase, have we already, is that put into the budget? Did we pick this up in what we have currently?
I believe so.
Okay, can you just verify that?
I think so, because I sent that.
Yeah, I think it is, but I just want, can we verify that?
I will, just make sure.
Based on Mr. Gray's recommendation, I will make a motion that we approve the proposal from TAC for renewal of property and mobile equipment insurance.
Second.
Have a motion from Commissioner Lynch, second by Commissioner Lawler, to approve the proposal from Texas Association of Counties for renewal of property and mobile equipment insurance. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 14, discuss and take possible action to act on resolution amending the development agreement of the Tally Ho Public Improvement District. Mr. Linford, good morning. Oh, we're going to have a special guest this morning.
That's right. Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. My name is R.J. Ruiz. I'm with McCall Partners in Wharton. Before the court today is a resolution requesting that the court consider an amendment to the Tally Ho PID development agreement. This development agreement was originally executed in 2022, and as originally written, it required that the masonry facade be used on 100% of the front side of any single-family homes built within the district. This amendment would allow for the board and batten style facade to be used up to 50% on the front side of any single-family homes built within that district. That's the only language being amended in this development agreement. If there are any questions, I can help answer.
And I'll just expand on it. I'll just expand on it a little bit more. After we signed the development agreement, the developer approached me and said, we'd like to consider some board batten because they were seeing the trend that the consumer liked the look of that kind of farm style board and batten, specifically on the front part of the home. You can look at something similar at Tranquil Acres, maybe it's Langley. People are just wanting that board and batten instead of having the 100% brick on the front of the home. So that's the only thing that's changed, is just we're allowing up to 50% to be on the front of the house. So, and I was shown a couple examples of the houses, and yeah, I can see why people like them, because it does give some depth and some architecture with that board and batten side.
Is there any specifics as to what material can be used? Is it actually going to be lumber, or is it going to be like a hard truck material or cement?
I think it's a cement. It's a cement.
So it's just a look.
Correct.
We're trying to go back to the 1800s, but that's okay. No, you see it a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been through quite a few subdivisions, and you see that, like, people are using it quite a bit. So, I mean, to me, you know, as long as the quality is, to your point, I think, not going to be less or harder to maintain.
And I'll add to that. When we were discussing with the developers, and this has evolved over time, you know, state law doesn't allow local government to dictate the exterior masonry or the building material that's used on a residential home. We use a contractual opportunity through a PID in order to drive what we want is minimum value on the ground. And so ultimately, the request from the market to modify is, in my opinion, ultimately going to help support that goal. And it's not to tell people what they should have on the exterior of their houses. It's to maintain a minimum level of development quality, which we could maintain and still meet the market requirement, and our minimum values that we had imposed on the development agreement was entered into.
So I will make a motion amending the development agreement for the Tally Ho Public Improvement District.
Second. I have a motion by Commissioner Castiglione, seconded by Commissioner Lawler, to approve the resolution amending the development agreement for the Tally Ho Public Improvement District. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Mr. Ruiz, thank you.
Thank you very much,
Appreciate you being here this morning. Item 15, discuss and take possible action to authorize the county judge to sign 4 special warning deeds to accept conveyance of a 20-foot right-of-way to Medina County for 5 lots fronting on County Road 381 in accordance with that certain chapter 381 agreement between Medina County and Medina Revitalization Initiative LLC. So this goes back to a 2021 agreement, and actually Commissioner Castiglione was looking at County Road 381 on kind of the north end as part of some of the things going on the south end of it, and the possibility of making that a better route in the future, widening that road. And in that, there was this agreement that was done back in 2021, and part of that were the lots that it was with Medina Revitalization Agreement, which was a Gordon Hartman project. And there was agreement in those for those lots that were funding 381 to give a 20-foot right-of-way to Medina County to be conveyed. But that conveyance actually never happened. The lots, they failed to be included when that work was done. So this is going back to clean that up and actually allow us to get a 20-foot right-of-way that was agreed to in the Medina Revitalization Agreement. So that's what we're looking to do, and this would, hopefully in the future, we'll be able to use that 20 feet.
Absolutely.
I'm sure we will, actually, not just hopefully. I'm sure we will.
We will. I will make a motion to authorize the county judge to sign 4 special warranty deeds to accept conveyance of a 20-foot right-of-way to Medina County for 5 lots fronting on County Road 381 in accordance with that certain chapter 381 agreement between Medina County and Medina Revitalization Initiative LLC.
Have a motion by Commissioner Castiglione, second by Commissioner Lynch, as stated by Commissioner Castiglione. Any further discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 16 is a portion of this as well. It is discuss and take possible action to acknowledge receipt and recording of the partial releases of liens associated with the dedication of a 20-foot right-of-way for 5 lots from on County Road 381 in accordance with the certain Chapter 381 agreement between Medina County and Medina Revitalization Initiative LLC. Again, this is a part of this. We do have the partial releases of liens, and they are all recorded. There's 5 lots, just a reminder, there's 3 of those that have ownership on them, and that's why that's the 3 partial releases that we have that are recorded. The other belongs to Medina Revitalization, so we did not need the release on those.
I'll make a motion to acknowledge receipt and recording of partial releases of liens associated with the dedication of a 20-foot right-of-way for 5 lots fronting 381 in accordance with certain Chapter 381 agreement between Medina County and Medina Revitalization Initiative LLC.
Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Castiglione, second by Commissioner Lynch, as stated by Commissioner Castiglione. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 17, drum roll please, discuss and take possible action to lift the burn ban instituted on May 19th of 2025.
Confetti cannons go off, streamers, balloons, fireworks.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. So I'm seeing things on our KBDI that I haven't seen. Our high is 381. That's on the high side. Our low is less than 100. I haven't seen that in the entire time I've been in Medina County. So, Pastor, keep praying. That's all I can say. So if you have any questions for me, I'd be more than willing to answer, but I'm just happy.
Have you, I just wanted to ask, I know I've seen a lot of people burning brush piles. Have you heard of any response from the fire department for it getting out of hand?
I haven't yet. So Chief Cook, I haven't seen anything where, I do know that just a few moments ago, Bill was contacted by dispatch on somebody who was criminally burning. We still have those things. We're still going to have those things. Because there are things that are illegal to burn in the state, and there are other conditions that we're going to look at. I'll give you an example. We've already notified dispatch. Today's a good day to burn because winds are good, relative humidity's good. The next 3 days, the winds are going to be higher than we could permit burning. So even though there won't be a burn ban, there are state law days where we just can't burn. And on those days, if people forget rule number 1, which is call the sheriff's office first. Because the sheriff's office right now, if you call them today, they're going to say, okay, fine, can I have your name, address, phone number? Tomorrow, they're going to say, it's a no burn day. So those things are in place to try and help prevent some of this, but you're still going to have people who, it's all a continual public education thing. We're continually trying to educate people on the proper way to go about doing it. But another point is that during the burn ban from October 1st till this morning, we've issued 720 burn authorizations. And that's where we can personally work with people to find days company to do that. And we'll continue to do that for the ones who have the really big burns, because those are the ones that typically would see an issue. But I think most people in Medina County right now are doing it right.
Will the size restriction of the fire be lifted as well?
We only do that because of the time frame. The state law says 1 hour prior to sunset, you can't have any flames. Now, it can continue to smoke and smolder, but the problem we have is that if people start a 20 by 30 fire at noon, it's not going to be out in time. So we keep that in place, and then we just work with them. We issue those burn authorizations, and so that's an education piece where we can work with them and say, okay, these are the laws, these things, and then I see it as a public-private partnership where we're helping them to find days to do it right.
I'll make a motion that we lift the burn ban institute to May 19, 2025.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Lynch, seconded by Commissioner Lawler to lift the burn ban instituted May 19, 2025. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you so much.
Item 18, discuss and take possible action.
Wait, as of now or as of then?
What's that?
The burn ban.
As of now.
As of now.
As of now, like 9:45, 8 now. Yes. Good question. Okay, item 18, discuss and take possible action to approve an owner contract agreement for the partial remodel of Medina County Tax Office 1502 Avenue in conjunction with the sealed bid awarded to W.R. Griggs Construction Company by the Commissioners Court on April 7, 2025. So this is just Mackie going all the way through the agreement, and they finally got it all put together, and so this is us doing the approval of the contract.
I make the motion to approve an owner contractor agreement for the partial remodel of the Medina County Tax Office in conjunction with seal bid awarded to W.R. Griggs Construction Company Incorporated by the Commissioners Court on April 7th, 2025.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Lawler, second by Commissioner Castiglione, as stated by Commissioner Lawler. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 19, discuss and take possible action to authorize the submission of an application to the U.S. Department of Justice for the fiscal year 2025 COPS Micro Grants Program. Not just regular COPS grant, micro grant.
And this is our first time applying for this grant, and there is no local match with it.
It is for a piece of equipment that can identify narcotics. So the officer will not have to open up the narcotics and run a test on it. It'll go through the package and it'll be able to identify like fentanyl, cocaine, meth, which we all know fentanyl, if the officer comes in contact with it, it can be very deadly to the officer.
How much is that piece of equipment?
Piece of equipment with the training and software comes out to a grand total of $34,962.
I'll make a motion that we authorize the submission of an application to the U.S. Department of Justice for the fiscal year 2025 COPS Micro Grants Program.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Lynch, second by Commissioner Lawler, to authorize the submission of an application for the U.S. Department of Justice COPS Micro Grant. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Thank you.
Thank you. Motion carries. Thank you all. Item 20, discuss and take possible action to release maintenance bonds for set county roads for the following units in Hunter's Ranch subdivision located in precinct 2. Bond number 4453353 in units 9 and 11. Bond number 206281 in unit 14A. Bond number 206280 and 282 in unit 15A. Bond number 206284 in unit 16A, and bond number GM 206291 unit 18A. These are all in Commissioner Sitter's precinct. He did speak with Jennifer last week and said all of this was good. He also told me the same thing yesterday when I talked to him for a couple of minutes, and so I think we're positioned to move into approval.
Yeah, I also went out there and drove those units.
Check them out.
Yeah. I will recommend to release the maintenance bonds and accept county roads for the following units in Hunter's Ranch subdivision located in precinct 2, as stated on the agenda.
I have a motion.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Castiglione, second by Commissioner Lynch to approve the release of the maintenance bond and accept the county roads for the Hunter's Ranch subdivision located in precinct 2. That's for the 5 bonds as listed on the agenda. Any other discussion?
So I guess my question is acceptance of the county roads. Is this an older subdivision that, I mean, we haven't done that in a while?
It's probably, trying to think of Hunter's Ranch. It's on the plats, correct?
Yes. It sort of an older one. Why he agreed to county roads on this one, I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm not going to question whether Commissioner City wants to accept them or not, but I'm just questioning whether he wants to accept them.
No, well, I think he has to.
Okay.
They're platted.
They're platted,
They're part of those county roads.
that he agreed when they started.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not the question.
Okay, any other discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 21, discuss and take possible action to accept the annual financial report for the year ended September 30th, 2024 for the Medina County Emergency Services District Number 6.
I'll move that we accept the annual financial report for the year ended September 30th, 2024 from Medina County Emergency Service District Number 6.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Lynch and a second from Commissioner Lawler to accept the annual financial report for year end September 30, 2024 for the Medina County ESD Number 6. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number 22, court member announcements.
In precinct 1, we've been doing a lot of patching on some of the county roads, specifically Medina up towards the Mico area, so on the far northeast end of the precinct. With the rain, the grass has been growing, so we had been shredding prior to the 2 big days where we had a lot of rain. That will pick back up as soon as the ground is not so muddy or will bury factors. We did have a couple of culvert washouts that we repaired. I think we're gonna have to do some follow-up repair on them just because the last 2 days the water came through there like crazy. But we spent the last 2 days of last week, and I actually had the guys come in and work on Friday, is just getting some of the gravel roads passable, because there are certain spots where you had 4 inches of rain over a period of 6 hours, and there's also some spots where you had almost 8 inches of rain within 3 hours. So the rainfall intensity was really, really great. So when you have water rushing down those county roads, it tends to wash them out. So I'm really thankful. Over half of my guys came in and worked on Friday to get all of those gravel roads passable, and I really appreciate that. We're continuing to boom shred, get rid of some of the trees that are encroaching into the pavement, and we're continuing to do some bardage work We're also on the last day of bringing in material on our County Road 651 project. We'll start incorporating emulsion into that base material, getting it prepped over the next couple weeks to get a double seal coat on top of it. But we'll continue to haul debris and trees that have been knocked down over the next couple weeks, because there's just still a lot of trees that are down.
Yeah, ditto in precinct 3, we will be cleaning up debris for a long time, concentrated mostly the last couple of days on getting it off of the roadway to begin with, just to make those accessible. But there's a lot of it piled up in the right of way that will take a long time to get that picked up. The wind damage was widespread. Thankfully, most of it was kind of isolated on the western end, in the Ennis area, where we lost the roof of our barn / meeting place, and so we're kind of open air right now when we meet. Hopefully insurance will come through and we'll get that taken care of pretty quickly. But we just appreciate everybody's patience in the cleanup process, because it's going to take us a little while to get that all squared away.
Precinct 4, we have one crew shredding, another crew fixing potholes, and then for the next couple of weeks, we'll be cleaning out culverts and removing debris from the flood.
All right, I don't have anything else this morning. We will have a budget workshop, so once we adjourn, we'll take just a few minutes, have a quick break, and then we will regroup. All right, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Motion and second to adjourn. We are adjourned.
I didn't get that motion. Who was it?
Motion to adjourn. Second.